The sky above the small town suddenly lit up with strange, colorful clouds. Almost immediately, all electronic devices in the town malfunctioned. The television signal became unstable, and the radio began jumping erratically. Even the light bulbs in the homes flickered continuously. At the same time, the horses that the residents kept seemed to have been disturbed by something and started acting agitated. Soon, the town's power grid completely collapsed. At first, the residents thought it was just a routine power maintenance, but by evening, the horses were charging out of their stables as if they had gone mad. They seemed desperate to escape the town. Meanwhile, the town's electricity suddenly came back online. But when the residents tried to turn off the lights, they found that no matter how many times they pressed the switch, the lights wouldn't go out. Just then, the colorful clouds in the sky suddenly began to swirl into a vortex and shot down toward the ground. In an instant, almost everyone in the town fell unconscious, collapsing to the ground as if they were dead. At that moment, Lisa, who had been out of town, was trying to return home. However, she found that the police had blocked the roads leading into the town. Worried about her daughter waiting for her at home, Lisa secretly sneaked in through a hidden path. But as she reached the outskirts of the town, she saw a group of people in protective suits, seemingly conducting an experiment. One of the workers attached a safety rope to his waist and, with the help of his team, cautiously approached a man who had collapsed on the ground. However, before he could get very far, he lost consciousness and collapsed as well. His teammates quickly pulled him back using the safety rope. At this point, one of the workers noticed Lisa standing off to the side. Lisa, without thinking, quickly ran toward her home, but she hadn't gone far when she suddenly collapsed to the ground as well. Fortunately, the workers managed to pull her back to safety with the rope, sparing her from further harm. The bizarre events in the town attracted the government's full attention. In an effort to uncover the truth, the government decided to completely seal off the town and began evacuating the local residents. Lisa, concerned for the safety of her daughter, insisted on staying behind. This led to a confrontation with one of the soldiers maintaining order. Just as the situation was about to spiral into chaos, Lisa suddenly received a call from her daughter. Around the same time, everyone else received calls from their loved ones inside the town. It turned out that everything in the town seemed to have returned to normal. People woke up from their unconscious state, as if nothing had happened. But soon, the young women in the town made a horrifying discovery: they were all inexplicably pregnant. The strange phenomenon led the government to realize the gravity of the situation. Under the government's direction, all pregnant women were gathered in a hospital for examination. The medical staff tried to extract DNA from their blood to determine the identity of the fathers. However, the test results shocked everyone. The DNA only contained the mother's genetic material, with no trace of any father's genes. This led to panic among the pregnant women. Some of them decided to undergo abortion procedures, but just as they were about to sign the consent forms, something strange happened. The lights in the room began to flicker. The pregnant women, upon seeing the flashing lights, seemed to be controlled by some mysterious force. They dropped the pens in their hands and quickly left the hospital.